Moscow. Tom, what's been the official reaction there, and what's the mood among the public?
Well, we've heard from Russian officials what we have heard throughout the months of this conflict, and that is the flat denial. Russia is absolutely not involved in this conflict. Those statements, though, looking increasingly thin against what was a trickle of evidence, then became a stream, and now seems more like a flood of claims by Ukraine and its defense forces, NATO, foreign governments, that there is indeed not just Russian military equipment in Ukraine, but troops as well. It doesn't seem like many in the UN Security Council are believing Russia when it denies these claims either at the moment. But we still do have those denials, and we had them as well from Russian President Vladimir Putin just a couple of days ago, as he was at talks supposed to be about peace in the Belarusian capital, Minsk. Although it may seem that if all these claims turn out to be true, then it seems very unlikely that Vladimir Putin could not have known or even have been involved in moves to move these troops, even as he was talking about being prepared to work towards peace as well. The Russian population, we've heard perhaps some cracks in what had previously been rather a united national front in terms of supporting this. We've heard one of the members of Russia's Human Rights Council saying out loud and in public in the last few hours she can see no other word for this but an invasion. This is a Russian member of the Presidential Human Rights Council saying she is very shocked and very hurt by what she sees going on, and she sees, as far as she can see it, her own country invading another sovereign state, as she said it. Also, a controversial situation in one western Russian town, Pskov, where there has been protests. People there have been saying that there have been very hushed burials of Russian paratroopers that they say have been fighting in eastern Ukraine and have been killed there. Huge controversy around that, with reporters turning up to try and report that and being attacked and having their tires slashed by groups of Russian nationalists there as well. So a potential big problem with the population here in Russia as well. Still huge support for Vladimir Putin and the Russian state, but there may be cracks in that.
Tom, what is the status of the negotiations at this point? Clearly, the talks between Poroshenko and Putin in Belarus, it seems like they really didn't go anywhere.
Well, even as they were talking, beyond the cordial signs of them standing for photo opportunities and shaking hands, it was clear, listening to the statements that they said, that there was a huge gulf between the two sides, and they really didn't agree on anything, any of those key points, really totally opposing views about how they saw the conflict when they went away from that negotiating table. And now, with all of these revelations about possible Russian military involvement, really quite overt, and very little attempt anymore to try and hide it from some of the rebel leaders as well, that it seems that those negotiations, having gone nowhere, have now been already forgotten.
All right, thank you so much. Tom Barton, live in Moscow.